Welcome back to the Ben and Harry podcast.
Yes.
How are we, lads?
Good.
Very well, thank you.
We've got another special guest in the house today.
We got our third ever guest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he takes his number one?
Oh, look, Andy was great, but geez.
Mum was pretty good.
Bunny.
Bunny is
Wow.
Yeah. First
Is it-
impressions.
I'm hoping to get some sort of vocals out of Bunny throughout the episode. A little yap would be nice just to confirm his presence here, but geez.
He's a very quiet dog.
What a cute dog.
too well behaved.
Explain Bunny to the audience when you got him, the
Yeah,
breed.
Give us a rundown of how he's
Yep.
been going.
Yep. They said Runny there because it was a rundown of Bunny. So I got him Sunday, probably a week ago, 10 days ago from when you listened to this. So it was after the day after I hurt my knee, actually, the game. So it probably wasn't ideal timing. But yeah, picked him up on Sunday. So had him for about 10 days now. He's been very good. He's pretty well behaved. As I said before, he's pretty quiet and doesn't yap too much. So he's a toy cavoodle. So got him from a breeder in Footscray. Shout out to Urban Puppies. Really
Nice.
They did very well.
Good plug.
Justin there, he did well. Should have said that. Should have done a plug beforehand. It might have
Yeah.
got a little bit off, but
Not too late for
it
plugs.
wasn't cheap, Bunny. But yeah, he's been the upside to probably hurting my knee and having a little clean out was I could spend a little bit more time at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon in the first week when they're still settling in, it probably wasn't a bad thing to spend a bit of time at home with him. So yeah, he's been pretty good. So.
I was going to ask that because we'll talk about your knee a little bit more later on. But do you
Yeah.
find that like it's been a kind of cheer up, a pick me up that you kind of needed at this last week?
Yeah, after the game when I hurt my knee, I was thinking, oh, gee, is this a good timing to get a dog because I might not be able to move around much.
Yeah.
But then everyone was like, no, that's perfect timing to get a dog. Like you'll have someone to keep you company and get your spirits up a little bit
Yeah.
when you're feeling a bit flat. So, yeah, as I said, it might not be the worst time in the whole world. So, yeah, he's been really good.
Yeah.
So
Fast asleep at the moment.
yeah, they do like similar to like a baby, I guess. They eat, sleep, and then have a little bit of a play, and then that's about it.
Is he
So-
sleeping in your bed at night, or
no,
have you got
God,
him?
no.
in a
I was
crate?
very strict on that from day one. That he sleeps in a lounge room. He's got like a bed and a crate into like a puppy pen, so he's got a little bit of room to operate, but he's still kind of enclosed, so he can't destroy the house just yet.
Mm.
Yeah.
So,
We asked the Instagram audience for tips for both you and Bunny.
Yeah.
And so we'll get to that a bit later on.
Right.
So Bunny's the toy cavoodle in the room, but the elephant in the room last week with Andy Lee was comments that I'm distancing myself. It was the three of you that
no,
made
not
the
mate.
comments.
You said
I had nothing to
full
do
kit
with it.
wanker
If you have no sleeves on. That was my comment. But jumpers, not jerseys.
Yeah,
fans.
that was the biggest thing. Yeah, you stuffed up, Will.
I
You're
stuffed
not
that
off
up.
the hook either.
And I do regret that. But here is what happened. We were talking about wearing footy jumpers to games. Andy brought it up. And here's
What
he
age
said.
are you allowed to wear your jersey till? Ben?
Good question. 16, 18 years, I reckon. Anything above that just seems a little bit odd.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
completely agree.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Well,
What do you think about 16 to 18?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
first of all, we said before, it probably has opened a little bit of a can of worms. I hadn't been on Instagram for months, and then I opened.
I was still getting comments today about it.
You
My
picked
fuck's
a bad day
been
to
2
open.
weeks.
just on my knee, opened that.
It's been 2 weeks since it came out, and I
Yeah.
was getting messages today.
My favourite one was someone said the personality of two bricks. I think they was talking about you and Will, but that was quite funny, I thought. But
So,
to clarify, I reckon it's a bit of an age old debate. Like a lot of it
It
does
is.
get
It
talked.
actually is, yeah.
And I was giving it a bit of thought, and I reckon we didn't speak into it that depth. My summary is that I reckon if you're like under 18s, like kids, like all for it, that's like perfect, amazing. See as many as you want. I reckon if you're just a run of the mill footy fan, like the standard kit is that's the cutoff age. But my description is if you wear a jumper to the game, you're considered a diehard fan, like you're a full-on fan. And like we love the full-on fans, but because I said my old man, he wears one every week.
yeah.
And fun enough, he said on the weekends, Dad always wears, we said last episode, Dad always wears his woolen jumper, the woolen with number 10 on it for Carlton and 23 for North Melbourne.
Yeah,
So
love that.
the club, if you play 100 games, there's like a president's function every home game at Marvel and MCG. So after playing 100 games, they gave our family 4 tickets to attend the president's function for was for this game, for the Port Adelaide game, and you have to wear kind of a nice kit. So Dad couldn't wear his woolen jumper, and then in the first quarter I hurt my knee, and I looked at my phone when I got it back, and I had a message from Dad, and not like wasn't a hope you're going all right, mate. Thinking of it, it was bad. I knew the second I couldn't wear my jersey into the game, something bad was going to happen. I'm never going to I'll never attend a game without wearing my jersey again. It's a bad omen.
Jinxed ya.
Wow.
Yeah,
So,
right.
yeah.
Well, there you go. That's egg on your face.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not happy that you've done your knee, but I feel like that's just karma.
But to clarify, did we say it's not acceptable or just a bit odd that you're wearing your jersey? I never said it was, you can't do it. I just,
Jeez. How's the backpedaling?
Well, it has been quite overwhelming, the comments.
Oh, here are some comments.
Hang on, just to clarify, I just said that. I reckon if you wear a full jersey to the game, you're a diehard fan, and there's nothing wrong with it. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't say anything was wrong with it. We just said it's odd.
You're above the average fan if you're wearing a jersey to the game.
I'm with you, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, you're with it now. Not when Andy was here.
Well,
No, we were with Andy.
yeah, Andy.
Andy wearing a jumper. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he did it because Juddy said no.
Yeah.
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 Here are some of the comments. Trashing supporters for wearing the jersey to a game. That is effing weird. Paid $120 for it, so you better believe I'm going to wear it to the footy.
That's
I don't
right.
understand this. What's so wrong about wearing a jersey? I'm 38 and I wear one to every game I go to. Always acceptable. You should be careful about what you say to your supporters. Why do they sell them in adult sizes if you can't wear them to the game? There's some good points.
Yeah,
It's all for debate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I regret not speaking up more because I wear
You
them
said that off
often.
air. You were.
So you were cowardly and didn't.
I was
speak your mind
cowardly.
on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I own up to that. And one of the other points people are pointing out is it's jumper, not jersey.
Yeah, that was the main comment, I reckon.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure which ones you were reading, but
Very selective.
Oh, dear.
Anyway,
I reckon it's all good. I reckon this is it's
what it's all
good,
about.
It's all good debate.
Can
It's
of
open
worms, there's nothing
discussion.
wrong with that.
yeah.
And that's why I think it's good that you speak about topics that footy fans and your average punter speaks about, and we're talking about it. I reckon it's good.
Yeah.
You talk about discussions. Everyone has their opinion. It's good for the game, I reckon.
What about face paint?
Oh God.
Step too
All
far.
for it, mate.
All for it. That's above die hard.
Yeah,
That's
the
the next
level,
step
mate.
up.
That's the ultimate, I think.
Yeah. All right. We better talk some footy because it's been a very difficult week for you, Harry. It looks like you may miss the rest of the home and away season. Is that correct?
Yeah. See how it all plays out in the next, I guess, 5-6 weeks. But yeah, I'll be trying to get back at some stage. But yeah, it's probably unlikely to get back at this stage. But hopefully we can play finals and should be all right for that. But yeah, it's a little bit disappointed, and it's more annoying that you kind of, as a team and individually, we kind of get through a bit of a tough patch, and then you kind of everything's starting to click again, and then you kind of get injured. So I'm not sure what you call that, if that's Murphy's Law or I don't know. Is there a saying for that? But yeah, that was probably the more frustrating part. But yeah.
So what was their diagnosis? It wasn't a bruise, was it?
No, it wasn't a bruise. You have cartilage in your knee, and I ripped off some of the cartilage. So they had to and it was floating in the joint, so you got to surgery to take it out.
Yeah.
I've
I've had that to a lesser degree. Only obviously a small bit, but yeah, it was 3 or 4 years ago as well. So
nice.
not alone, but
Yeah.
hopefully going all right.
But yeah, it could have been a lot worse. I know a lot of people. When I did it at the start, I automatically assumed I knew what it was because I thought I did, and then the doctor was kind of assessing it in the rooms and said, "Oh, I don't think it's ACL. I can probably rule that out." And I was like, "ACL? I hadn't even thought about that at all.
Hadn't crossed your
So it
mind.
Didn't cross my mind. So I think you know your body pretty well though. So
Yeah.
I was always confident that it wasn't nothing too serious. But yeah, it's could have been a lot worse. A lot of other people have a lot worse things. So
Yeah, of course.
Well, we've seen the last couple of weeks. Ashcroft's done his
Yeah.
ACL. Murray's done his ACL.
poor guys, it's a killer.
Obviously, Griff a few weeks back.
Yeah.
When it rains, it pours. So
Been a few the last month, hasn't there?
Yeah.
We have a grab from Jen from Werribee about your knee, Harry.
Hi, I'm Jen and I'm from Werribee, and I've got a question for Harry. If Blues make finals, will he be playing? Go Blues.
Just touching on that before.
Yeah,
what do you
hopefully.
reckon?
If we make finals,
Have you got a
I
timeline?
might not get picked. Yeah, it was about 6 to 8 weeks. So
you're in a bit of trouble.
well, yeah, who knows? if the rehab goes well and tick a few boxes, you never know. But yeah, you're obviously optimistic about when you can come back. So
Yeah.
we'll see. There's the bye after the
That helps.
That helps as well.
Yeah.
So
Got to make it first. But
play
yeah,
it by-
you
yeah,
guys
try-
are going well.
exactly
Very
right.
well.
Still 6 weeks out. So
Yeah.
At the very least, he'll be back for the granny, which
Oh
is
yeah,
good
yeah.
because the lid's off down at
Oh my god.
Blues land.
Lid's never off.
The lid is in the stratosphere. I've heard so much.
Oh my god.
That win against Freo. I mean,
That was
That was a
catalyst, mate. We just got going. Yeah.
Turn the whole season around.
all right.
Very good.
Clarko back at North Melbourne. Ben.
Yeah, so this will be Ratz's last week at the helm. So
Yep.
our game against West Coast this week will be his last, and then as of the Monday, I think Clarko will be taking full reign. So he's been in the last couple of weeks, and
Sorry to interrupt. Just on Ratto. Do you call him Ratto?
Ratto.
Yeah.
We're excited to get Clarko back. He's been fighting around the last couple of weeks and having a bit of input here and there. So to get him back full on will be good.
Yeah.
Good for the group.
It'd be great. Another topic that has been on the agenda that has come out of this studio, out of this very room.
Yep.
The surface of Marvel Stadium.
Oh my god! Can I just say, rolling in on Sunday, I got there 2 hours 15, 2 hours 20 before the game.
Yeah.
I walked out and it was slippery, and I was like, "Oh my god, you got to be kidding me!" I was so mad. And it happens every ground, but there's like a curator who walks around like make sure the ground's all good. And I asked him, mate, what is going on? This is just not good enough.
Oh, you
And
did
he
some
said-
journalism.
Yeah, a little bit. He said the roof only got shut, 15, 20 minutes ago. It's not just the rain, it's the condensation as well. So it's a mixture, which is why it was very, very slippery. I don't think it had been raining for the couple of hours before the game, but the condensation as well, sitting on the ground, was a mixture and it was slippery as. So
As we've said, when it's the weekend, you just don't, from your first game on it, so that would have been, was it Saturday?
Friday night.
Was it Friday night?
Yeah.
So they had a Friday night game and then they had a Sunday game there.
Mhm.
So just for 2 days, you can just leave it shut and then you can use your lights to manicure the grass and whatever, but you don't need to leave it open. It's just so dumb.
So dumb.
You guys are passionate about this. Just for context, for those who aren't aware, we'll play the grab of Ross Lyon, who spoke after the game on Sunday.
I'm pretty sure if it was Essendon Bulldogs Friday night, they wouldn't have left the rain open all night, all morning. And this ground's like a car park, hard best of times. And it was just like, you could see anyone that watched that game, the ability to pick it up. It was like a cake of soap for both teams. So really disappointed. We rang the ground manager pre-game. They didn't know why the roof had been late. Seats were wet for fans. I think our broadcasters have a right to be disappointed. I think if it's the MCG, it's okay because the ground's got given it and it's not like an ice skating rink. So whoever is responsible for that, well, hopefully they get their processes right because AFL clubs are so process-driven. So.
Spot on, Ross.
Yeah,
I
well
completely
said,
agree.
Ross.
Do you want to hear you guys talking about it 6 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Here we go.
2 weeks ago against Sydney, obviously we spoke previously on this podcast that Marvel's the only stadium in Australia that has a roof.
Yep.
Anyway, so we get to the ground on Saturday and we walk out before the game and it is sopping wet on the ground.
This is a great call. This has done my
Oh.
dome in for years.
Really?
I don't get it.
Because Ben raised it before and I'd never heard of that.
You have you're the only stadium in Australia with a roof on it. So I'm assuming what they do is they leave it open to try and nourish the grass
Yeah,
as long as
aerated
possible.
or something. Yeah.
And then, but what they do, if there's moisture in the air and they shut the roof, it gets wet. So just take your medicine and from the day of the second it's the game day, just leave the roof shut. Just leave it shut.
Wow.
But the mistake they made even worse was it rained overnight. So they didn't read the forecast and, even if it was meant to be raining, surely you just think about, we're gonna close it. But we got there on Saturday and it was dripping wet and it was basically a wet weather game.
So it was literally wet from rain, was it?
I think so, yeah. It would've been-
Wow.
Long grab. But yeah, that was,
Listening to yourself for that long, it's been uncomfortable.
but yeah, it has been raced. So
On the agenda.
it's on the agenda.
Jeez,
Yeah.
this is a topical podcast.
Yeah.
But that is something I'd
Making
never
headlines.
considered. I didn't know the seats were wet. That's crazy.
Even like I thought about it, before the game when I was out. I was like, from a spectator, you probably couldn't tell because it, it looks fine. But
Yeah.
when guys are slipping over, and I remember that Sydney game, and we were listening back to the broadcast, and like, oh, why are guys slipping over? It's Marvel, and they wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
So at least this gets out and gives a bit of clarity around it.
Yeah.
Because to Ross's point, it's not good enough really.
Infuriating. The CEOs of each club met at Werribee Mansion. Have you ever been there, Werribee Mansion?
Does Werribee have a mansion?
Yeah, there's a big mansion there. They have music festivals in the grounds outside it. Anyway, it's a nice venue.
I haven't.
And they were there for a couple of nights, I think. And one of the ideas that was floated was surrounding the fixture, and I think they threw a few things at the wall, but one of the ones that stuck and has been leaked to the media is the idea of a wild card round. So I think the easiest way this would work is if the home and away season were to end, and then 7 would play 10th and 8th would play 9th, and then the winner of those 2 games would qualify for 7th and 8th in the finals. What are your immediate thoughts?
And so 7 would play 10.
Yeah.
So 10th can get 7th spot by beating 7th.
I don't know what would happen. I imagine that the winner out of 10th or 9th, the 9th place team would earn a higher spot. Yeah,
right.
I think 10th would only come 8th.
Okay.
I think some of the coaches have come out and said that if 7 lose to 10, you'd be pretty flat, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And rightfully so. I don't
know, because what's the ladder now? Have you got the ladder on?
Let's
now?
have a look.
Well, this year's obviously a little bit different, but
And it's going to change so many times before the end of the season. But yeah, it's
you guys are 7th now, are you?
No, we were. I reckon Saints might be.
so it would currently be the Giants playing Richmond, but the Giants would have a home game. And then Geelong would play Carlton.
So that's
probably.
not catastrophic for the. If you said Richmond beat us, that's not a detriment to the game. Like that's not a big deal.
No, I know, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of it.
Mm.
I'm a bit of a traditionalist, so
I don't mind it. I personally think that the more games you can have where it's like a do or die, that atmosphere of everything's on the line. Like on my own experience, I remember the last year's game against Collingwood, like that. Even that whole round, there was a lot of games that like everything meant something, and like the buzz and the atmosphere. And I know it was a bit of a once in a probably generation game, that one, but like the vibes that gave off was awesome, and I reckon everyone loved watching that because there was a consequence for that exact game. And it was really cool. So
100%.
I reckon it.
I don't know.
From a fan's perspective, I just think finals are the best.
Yeah.
And even if, like, I remember 2009, Brisbane played Carlton in an elimination final up at the Gabba, and it was like this big 5-goal last quarter comeback and epic game. Probably my favourite game I've ever been to before the last few years. And it ended up having no bearing on the premiership that year, but it was just like one of my favourite memories of footy, just finals. Like you're saying with Carlton Collingwood, that wasn't a final, but it felt like one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think more finals is a good thing.
At the moment, is there more talk around it happening, or is it just a debate?
It sounds like something will happen.
Really?
Yeah. They want something to happen with the fixture.
They're doing it
as of next year, or it's going to take a couple
I think
years
2 or 3. Yeah.
They're doing it in the VFL this year, aren't they? The play-in, so maybe we'll see how that works.
That's true.
That exact concept I just explained is happening in the VFL this year. So,
What about the fixture idea? Was it like you play your 17 rounds, and then the last 6 is like decided on?
Then the 6s are locked in.
Yeah.
Say that again, sorry?
It's a bit confusing, and I've only got a very surface level knowledge of it. But I think you play 17 games, play everyone once, and then your 6s are locked in, and then you play within those 6s to kind of rank.
And 6s on the ladder, so
yeah. So there's a few different things floating around, but you'd rather stick to the current system?
I think so. Yeah. As I said, I'm a bit of an old school head, so. Yeah, I don't know. I agree with that point of if you finish 7th and you've done all the work to qualify, and then all of a sudden your spot's up for grabs again. I don't know.
7th feels a fraction high to be gambling with one game. Maybe if it was just for 8th spot.
Because who knows? 7th could be only percentage difference to 6th. And same to 5th. So it's just like, it's a lot to be playing with.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I know. I think it incentivizes finishing 5th or 6th because at the moment all you get is just a home game. That's the only benefit you get from finishing there. And if 5th and 8th, like Bulldogs Geelong, play at the same venue, they don't really get any bonus.
But Geelong plays down in Geelong, that's a pretty big bonus.
Yeah, if they were to play down there in the final. Anyway, it's a good debate.
Story.
Yeah.
Yep.
Above our pay grade, Will, so...
Above all of our pay grades. We're not at Werribee Mansion.
No,
that's all right.
All right, who's going to take the reins here?
Ben?
Yeah, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please leave us a review. We really appreciate it. Spotify, hit the bell, and you'll be notified when the new app is released.
Not your best.
Yeah. Do you want to have another go?
Well, how many times do we need it, though? We've had it about 100 times.
By now, if you don't know where the bell is, I reckon you're doing something
You
wrong.
didn't know where it is, to be fair.
I didn't, and then I had to read that every week, so I found it.
Yeah, so it has some purpose.
Found the bell, yeah. I'm sure someone has done that every time they hear it. Every time someone has heard that, they've hit the bell.
Can we measure? Is that how do we measure?
Is that measurable?
Yeah.
MJ? No, he doesn't.
No, he wouldn't.
Getting head shakes from outside the glass. All right, best intro in the business.
Ben and Harry's
I'm so excited for this.
winners
Are you prepared? Oh yeah.
and losers.
I hate cheese.
Oh my god. Do you want the new ball, mate?
Nah, you can have it.
All right. I'll do my winner. My winner for this week is my mum. Tracy.
Nice. Tracy.
She was I had surgery last week and she was very lovely. She came and picked Bunny and I up at 6 a.m. in the morning, drove us in, and then she looked after Bunny and took him into her work. Mum's CEO, so she couldn't kind of pull a few strings. But yeah, she took Bunny into work, and I don't think a lot of work would have got done. But
Yeah.
yeah, she took him in and looked after him, and then picked me up, got me some lunch, took me home. So yeah, she was very
Favourite
nice that
child.
day, Tracy. Well, I'm sure she would have done it for anyone, but I was very appreciative. Yeah, to be looked after by mum. And
Yeah,
also,
nice.
along with that in the surgery process, the nurses are just so good.
How good are nurses?
Oh,
Shout out.
Yeah.
they're just so like helping and lovely, and
Mm.
yeah, they were fantastic. So
one.
those two are my winners.
My winner is the quarterback documentary on Netflix.
Yeah, it's
I
been good.
started
hasn't it?
that.
Yeah, really, really good. And also for another reason. So Taylor, she does not like American sports at all.
Yeah.
And I started watching the first ep, and she watched it with me, and she's hooked. So
Really?
I was actually really happy that we can watch it together, and it's something we do. Obviously, after
Yeah.
the whole Ted Lasso incident, we moved past it. and-
Lasso gate.
Yeah, Lasso Gate. We've got one episode left, but I've really enjoyed how we can sit down and watch it, and it's a really good insight into on-field, off-field, their families, partners.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really good so
How
far.
good has been the production of like sporting? So you even look at the Tour de France, like the
Yeah,
amount of
crazy.
people that are into the Tour de France now off the back of that Netflix
Yeah.
documentary. You've seen what it's done with the F1,
Yeah.
Drive to
Oh,
Survive.
yeah.
Like it's very, very smart.
Well, they
to
reckon
grow
that
interest in the game. It's been awesome.
it's not for the nuffy, it's for a whole different
Yeah. It's
sort
yeah,
of
it's to-
circle
it's to
of
get people in,
audience.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that, might not love the sport, as it is, but it's it gets the other people in with the partners or the families or whatever. So yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like with the Breakpoint, the tennis one.
Yeah,
Like the first step, they're literally explaining like a Grand Slam is one of the 4 tournaments.
yeah,
there,
yeah.
and you've got to win
That's right.
3 sets, and they're actually explaining the sport. So yeah, it's good. It's like
Yeah.
the golden era of sports stockos.
Yeah.
Remember when the AFL did one?
Yeah, COVID one.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
On Amazon Prime, I think it was.
Mm.
Mm.
Losers?
Ben, do you ever... My loser wasn't great. Mine was just watching, like, spectating footy, like when you're not playing, is really, really,
Mm.
that's hard.
That's
Yeah,
a
I
good
didn't,
one.
have, I didn't have
Yeah.
a great loser either. Mine was on maps when it's a really specific one, but when it says it's blue, but it's clearly not blue. Like you're sitting in traffic. It does my head in.
Traffic.
Yeah, it's traffic related. So,
Traffic
If in
one, doesn't
doubt,
it?
yeah.
but
traffic's always
I don't get it when it's clear blue, but
Yeah.
you're sitting bumper to bumper.
I don't think I've experienced
Really?
that. I
I've
reckon
had it a few
Google's
times
always-
the last 2 weeks, and I was like, I've got to mention it.
Try Waze maybe.
I did try Waze for
Yeah?
a few years there. It's what Uber drivers use that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
How
I thought it was
often...
pretty good, but I didn't like the voice. You know the voice?
No, I haven't heard it.
You can
It's
try-
like so enthusiastic. We'll have to try and get it up.
Passion for traffic.
It was, mate. It was too full on. That's why I got rid of it.
Yeah, no one wants that.
What about a question for you too? How often, if you're like 50-50 on knowing where to go somewhere, do you bite the bullet and back yourself in, or do you put it on maps?
One of my flaws is that I'll just take off without even thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm the
just
same.
following my gut, and then I'm just like, where am I going?
Yeah,
And then,
and then you think, oh, I could have gone a way better way when
Yeah.
you look at the maps, but
yeah,
yeah,
I
I'd
think I'll
rather
always
do
put
that.
maps on just to be safe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's somewhere I've been a few times, I still do maps.
Just to get an
Like,
idea of how
after a
long
while, I'm
it's
just
going
like,
to take.
yeah, I'm going to get lost here. I'm pretty bad.
I'd more do it to see how long it's going to take. Like, I know where to go, but just a rough idea of,
yeah, true.
how long. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to yours.
shout.
Watching footy when you can't play.
Oh,
What's
so-
the worst part?
The worst part is just you got no control. It's
Yeah.
like you're watching, and you know like what we're trying to do as a team or as a player or
Mm.
whatever it is, but you just can't do anything about it. You just
Yeah.
gotta sit there, and it's like, I guess the FOMO as well, like of a good win or
course,
like
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just really hard. It's
Were
really
you
hard.
sitting in the coach's box or were you?
Nah, I didn't go to the game because I was
yes.
just had surgery with my knee, but I'll go to the game this weekend. So
Huge one this week.
yeah,
Jeez.
it always it's actually been really good for footy. I reckon that Carlton Collingwood rivalry just really
Oh, massive.
taken off again the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Last couple of years. Yeah, it's going to be a big one. So pretty flat to be missing it, but hopefully the boys go well. So
Hot off the presses, Wayne from Warrigal's got in touch, and this is always a highlight.
here we go.
Hello, you big knuckleheads. It's me, it's Wayne from Warrigal, boys. How are ya? That's fantastic to hear. Oh, Harry. Oh, no. I heard about your knee, Harry. I feel for you, mate. Not ideal. You know, a big bruise to the knee. That's that would suck, mate. And poor old Carlton, they seem to be going all right without you. Don't look into it too much, mate, but they almost look like a better team. I don't know what you think there. Anyway, boys, I don't have a question for you, boys, but I've got a little challenge for you, boys.
Oh.
And the challenge is can you name as many players in the AFL as you can that wear your respective numbers?
Wow.
Right.
All
Oh.
right, boys. Have a good one. It's Wayne.
I'm glad you
best
clarified
one,
that.
yeah.
I wasn't sure who it was, and then at the end when he said Wayne.
Well, that's a great intro
Yeah, that
into
can be our
game time.
Yeah, let's do the game.
So we'll
Love
go
that.
back and forth.
Good
So
work, Wayno.
just to be clear, Ben's naming 23s and you're naming 10s, Harry. Is that what we
Yeah.
want to do?
Yeah.
All right. How do you think we'll go? Just
Oh,
early doors.
We're going to go like in
I'm a struggler, I reckon.
alphabetical order of the teams or just.
no, just any
Whatever.
You just.
I
pick
reckon
one.
just going back and forth
Just back
until
and forth.
until you
All right, I'll go
both
first.
check out. Yep.
Buddy Franklin from Sydney.
There we go.
Oh, that's the easiest one in the world.
You can't name yourselves either.
Go on.
Pendles.
Good one.
Jesse Hogan from the Giants.
Is he 23 still?
Pretty sure. Heath?
Sure. Either? Yep.
Yeah.
Samo Patrici Seaton was 10
For the Eagles?
for Eagles. Yep.
Yeah. Jacob Wiedering.
Brayshaw from Melbourne.
Yep.
Yep. Charlie Cameron from Brisbane.
Nice.
Um. Walters, is he 10 from Freo?
Yeah, I think he is.
Yep. Gary Rowan. From Geelong.
Yeah.
Aaron Francis from Sydney.
Wow. Now we're getting niche.
Is that right?
Uh,
Ten?
Bang. The adjudicators have signed
Bobby
off.
Hill from Collingwood.
Yep. This is impressive. It's hard to do it the other way around. Oh, we'd have a ticking clock.
Surely there's a time limit.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, Travis Boak.
Oh,
Yep.
buzzer beater.
Nice one. Jacob Kaczynski from Hawthorn.
Wow, this is elite.
Oh, pretty stumped now.
Have you got another Boak in you?
Travi. Ben Cunnington.
Yep. Good one.
You're reaching a limit, surely.
James Jordan from Melbourne.
Oh, I think that's right. Yeah.
Right. It's getting tough now, Will.
Yeah. I think I know Adelaide's.
I was trying to think
Yeah, same.
Adelaide's. I can't think Adelaide's. Who else haven't I done?
5, 4, 3, 2.
No, I
Right.
don't know.
God.
Yep.
Hold
Dunno.
the ball. I think Pedler is 10 for Adelaide.
Mick Henry as well from 23, I think.
Good game.
That was pretty good, yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Well, that's one on the board for Ben, but
Yep.
let the record show that he did bowl first. So,
Yeah, so technically it's a draw.
do you want to hear the ones he missed?
Yeah.
Let's bring Heater in, the resident statistician for Triple M Footy, second in line to Chew. What have we got?
There's a couple you missed. There are some tough ones. Daniel Rich, number 10,
Yep.
Brisbane. Sam Wiedemann, 10 for the Bombers. There's some real stiff ones.
10's
like
easy, I reckon.
10's easy.
How can you say that when you're doing 23?
Charlie Ballard, someone he might have played on for Gold Coast, number 10. But then you got like Mitch Nevitt, Jacob Weir, couple of stiff ones. Carl Amon's number 10 as well. 23, Shane McAdam, not Nebba Kemry for Adelaide.
Yep.
Harry Jones, and then Dylan Williams, Alex Witherden for West Coast.
Yeah.
So
They've done
there's a few stiff ones.
Richmond
So-
don't have a 23, do they?
No, Richmond don't.
Wow. Good
Well
knowledge.
done.
Well done.
Yeah, there you go.
Good game. All right.
I'm pretty good with my numbers and stats and all that
Yeah.
sort of stuff.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
that, so
Well done, mate. That's awesome.
Ben's 1-0 up. Here we go. Here we go.
Bunny's pretty impressed over there.
Harry to start.
Bunny, what are we doing?
I'm giving you the category now.
Oh.
US states.
Jeez.
50 pick from.
And after, do you give me a letter or?
No,
States.
just go for it.
New Orleans.
Nah, go on.
Hey, is that?
It's a city.
Oh, I don't even have a clue.
Ben wins it.
But Ben, does Ben have to name
San
one?
Fran.
No! That's a city as well.
Oh, California.
I don't know what to do here.
That's a nil or draw.
I think that's a washout.
Yeah.
I think we just delete that. to be honest.
That's the Manchester test.
I didn't even think about that.
Oh no, that's a shocker. All right, bunny chat. We've got some grabs.
Bunny, do you want to say something to the mic?
Do you want me to hold him for a bit or
No,
You gonna introduce yourself?
no, bunny.
put him on the table for a bit?
Say hello.
Come on, bunny. No.
Too good.
Anyway, while we're trying to get something out of Bunny, let's hear from Maisie about Bunny.
Hi Ben and Harry, it's Maisie here from Canterbury. Had a question for Harry. How is Bunny going? Is he a crazy puppy or more timid? I hope you're doing well, Harry. Wishing you the best of luck in recovery. Go Baggers.
Nice.
Thanks. Was that Maisie?
Yep.
Thanks, Maisie. As I said, Bunny's going very well. He's a pretty placid puppy. Like definitely
He is.
I've seen more kind of psycho dogs, but he's been very good. He's very good around people so far.
Yep.
I still need to get him his vaccination so he can be around other dogs and take him for walks and stuff. But yeah, he's been pretty cool. It's kind of didn't realize he'd get like so clingy and so obsessed so quickly. Like if I'm walking, I walk down the hallway, he like follows me everywhere, and like if I'm laying on the couch, my couch, he can't quite jump up yet.
Yeah.
He tries to like jump up to the couch and then starts crying if he can't like jump up onto the couch. So
Oh,
he's pretty cute. He's been good.
He is pretty cute. I think I came
So-
here and said he wasn't.
Yeah, you said. Actually, have we got that audio, MJ? You said
I don't remember that. What did you say?
you weren't here. You were in Europe
oh, is this Europe one?
because I said that I bought Bunny and getting a dog, and I showed some photos, and he's like, I don't know what. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't know what everyone's talking about. I don't think Bunny's actually cute.
Oh,
And I
well,
was
look
like,
at you
"Mate,
now.
You're a disgrace.
To be fair, was that an actual photo of Bunny or just a breed?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I showed you an actual photo of him.
Jeez, he would have been young.
Yeah,
He's
So can you take this time to apologise to my dog right now, please?
Yeah, I apologise, Bunny. You were very cute, mate.
no, he's happy. We've got some grabs from a primary school, so I think Miss Yilmaz and the 2C class have gotten involved in the bunny chat.
Hi Ben, hi Harry, hi Will. So I don't even know how it came up, but I somehow got so sidetracked on Monday while teaching multiplication to my grade 2 class that we ended up looking at photos of Harry's dog. 2C definitely supports the name choice, by the way. So I have asked my class if they have any tips for you, and I hope you will be pleasantly surprised by what we've come up with as a class.
Nice.
So good.
Hi, Harry. I think you should bring Bunny to our school and let him sit on Miss Yilmaz's couch and wear Miss Yilmaz's glasses so he can learn to be a good boy.
Oh, I
That's
love
so
kids
good.
talking.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Here's another one.
Hi, Harry. I think you should put your captain kit and boots on Bunny and teach him how to kick a footy.
Go Blues.
Go Blues.
Oh,
That's interesting.
a few bags. Love the
How
win
good was
against
that?
Freo.
That was a catalyst.
The turning point.
You're gonna get like a little knitted jumper for him or something.
Yeah.
Does he get cold?
Nah, he'll be right.
But when does Bunny have to stop wearing it? What's
When
the
he's
cut
18,
up?
yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, I don't want Bunny to be a footy fan, so
Yeah, that's
make
true.
sure he doesn't chew the
Yeah,
cord
I
band.
got it.
You got to be
Yeah.
all over that stuff.
Yeah, discipline. We've also got some responses
Saying just quickly, that was Thank you very much for sending that in.
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
a
really
promise. That was very cute.
Missy Ilmaz 2C.
Yep.
Very cute.
Shout out.
2C.
We got a lot of extra tips and
Yeah,
tricks.
what's your
read a
favourite
couple
one?
out.
Or do you want to read out a couple of?
Well, we asked on the Insta just any advice for Bunny. So the first one, don't let Bunny sleep on your bed. You're adhering to that
You're
so
all
far.
over that. Yep. Tick.
That will never change?
No.
Yep. I don't like, there are some that are like, don't get Bunny, get rid of Bunny.
Well,
That's
a bit late for
just, harsh and unfair.
Maybe it
Don't
was-
put him in
maybe
the
that was
oven.
me, Rodney.
Yeah.
Someone
Oh,
said,
yeah, no.
don't put him in the oven.
Don't put him in the oven.
Another one said, get rid of him.
Yeah. I did mistake him for a piece of original recipe before because he kind of
Yeah,
he has the
that is
same
true.
the same color texture. Puppy trainer instead of puppy school, much more efficient.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Yep.
Have you got any ideas about training?
Well, I'm thinking probably self-train him at the start, and then depending on how he's going with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe look to get a trainer or something. But so far, he's been really good. So
Yeah.
we'll keep an eye on it. But yeah.
Do you want to have a chat to everyone about the collar debate? There's been some
Oh, I haven't heard
feedback
this.
around it's too big.
Yeah, I need to get him a new collar. It is a bit big for
It's
him.
chunky.
It's chunky, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, good call.
I'll do it. It's a really good collar for
Yeah,
him.
I agree, man.
Yeah.
But I just need to get one slightly smaller.
Mark says Cratehurst straight away. So obviously Bunny is kind of throwing him off the scent with the gender, but
Yeah.
you are on the crating.
I actually was
bandwagon.
going to double check that. Lift him up.
We've got the crate training. Yep.
Yeah. Feed him/her brain fades. That's from Bailey.
Yep.
Well, that's a non. Well, who said that?
Oh, Bailey.
It's Bailey, obviously, mate.
Lots of cuddles. And Emily says, buy Blues jersey for the puppy. I think you
Well,
should do that.
When I picked him up from Urban Puppies, they had a little Carlton jersey with number 10 on it, like a Carlton woolen jumper for Bunny. So that was cute.
Oh, they had that prepared for
Yeah,
you?
they got it for
Oh,
me.
that's so cute.
Yeah. So,
Um,
but I don't know if I'm going to let him wear it because I don't want him to be a footy nuffy bunny.
Yeah, that's true. Once he turns
Well, he's a Footscray
3.
supporter anyway, so
Yeah.
Why is that?
He's from out that way, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he used to.
born and bred.
I thought you were going to go along because he's a dog, but
Well, it's 2 reasons. Also, this one, anonymous source can confirm Harry stood on Bunny twice on the first day of having him.
who wrote in that?
Oh, anonymous.
No, I don't think it was twice. But he is, because he's always at your feet. You've got to be careful not to stand on
When
him,
I
so-
first met him last week, I was walking out to say goodbye, and I
Yeah.
didn't know where he was, and I literally almost stood on him.
Yeah.
I felt pretty
He
bad.
is tiny.
Yeah, you got to be
That's
careful.
why he's biting me, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Harry, Insta and TikTok.
Insta and TikTok, head to @Ben&Harry podcast. Send us. That is so boring, MJ.
Been like that for 10 weeks, mate.
Add a bit of flair.
I reckon that's you've
gotta use your
really
personality,
you've taken
mate.
everything out of that.
bit of ad lib.
There's 6 words there. Instagram, Insta and TikTok. Head to
just a
@Ben&Harry
reference.
podcast. Send us a DM.
It's a reference. You can put your own flavour to it.
Add a bit of flour to it. Just
Jeez.
Bit of flour to
you
it.
want to send us a DM? Yeah. Do we want Harry's hot seat?
I haven't really gotten much, but
No.
you can do it if you want.
Yeah, well, I want to hear the intro at least.
Harry's Hot Seat.
I thought of something quickly.
Wow.
Because on the dog topic, so Ben, you're known for copying me quite a lot. So you know, in the past, if I've done something, you'll be pretty quick.
That's
you'll be pretty quick
opposite
to
way
do
around.
the same thing.
Yeah,
So
that's something we've got to do, actually.
now I've got a puppy. I'm assuming you're probably keen to get a dog now. Is that right?
Wow.
Will, can we put this on the record? I would not be surprised within the next 6 weeks that if Ben gets a dog,
6 weeks.
I don't even live in my own house, so
it wouldn't stop you. I'm putting it out there.
I can categorically rule out I'll get a dog in the next 6 weeks. One day I'd like a dog, but no, I'm not in no rush.
Yeah, I reckon Harry's right. I
No,
reckon
you should
get
have
the
seen
turn.
when he came over and saw the dog.
Put
he
something
just
on it.
thought-
Put something on it.
Well then, no, I'm not a betting man.
Here you are.
I'm not.
No, Bunny is very cute, but yeah.
I reckon
Not in
you'll
any
have
rush.
one. You'll have one before the year's out.
Yeah. Because mate, he does it every time. So it's like, oh, if Harry can do it and he can look after a dog, oh, actually, maybe I can do it as well.
Mate, there's been so many things that I've initiated.
No,
and
you
copy
haven't.
Me.
It's
We've got to
so
go through that.
opposite. Well, you've got a list of them.
I could. Honestly, I could.
Don't get me
Name
started.
3.
The advanced hair stuff. There's one.
It's a good start.
I've got a list somewhere. I reckon.
Bring it next week.
I will.
Yeah,
I will.
that's something fun to
That's
prepare.
something to do.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah.
I could say a bit for this, but I won't. So
Jeez,
could
Harry's
I.
hot
We'll leave
seat.
it at that.
It worked.
That could be next week's Harry's hot seat.
Speaking.
Falling into it, I reckon it would be a little bit deep, but it's all right.
He's holding back. DMs
seat.
time. Speaking of next week, our DMs episode, which we love, this is a chance to have a couple of tasters. So Rhys is the first one.
Hello, I'm Rhys Ferraro from Kilmore, Victoria. My question's for both you guys. What's your favourite footy memory together? Thank you.
Good question, Rhys. Thanks for the question, mate.
How long did you play together? How many years?
18.
Well, 18, yeah.
What do you mean?
We played together the whole time.
Yeah, but you weren't playing when you were 1.
Yeah, we played under ones. Nah.
When did you start footy? Just
No,
like
we
Oz
played
kick,
Oz kick.
4 or 5.
Four or five.
traditional,
It's
yeah.
the traditional path. Yep.
Yeah. And you're always on the same team the whole way through until
Yep.
18s?
Yeah, we never played against each other, yeah.
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 Still haven't.
Yeah, that's right. Favourite footy memory? It's a good question. I haven't really thought about that.
We played.
Together.
We would have played 10 Gippsland Power games together. That was
Yeah,
pretty
Gippsland
cool.
Power was fun.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
fun.
Yep.
There was times when we were both playing as a forward, so that was pretty fun. There was a few times when we used to get into the opposition and give them a hard time. So
Yeah. That would have been
yeah,
fun.
that was fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
Banter where you can team up. And
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple of times I remember vividly that we got into a couple of blokes.
Did you cop some really shit banter? Like twin stuff?
They weren't that bright back in the under 18s.
Yeah.
Neither were you, to be fair.
Neither were you.
That would have been a
question, though.
handful, though. Handful for defences, having the two of you. up
Yeah.
for it.
Ben wasn't a great forward, so it was... Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway,
Yep.
fun while it
Anyway.
lasted.
this one's from Oliver.
Hi Ben and Harry, I'm Oliver and I'm 12 years old from Mernda. And my question to you guys is, do you think all players who play 3 or more games for the team that wins the flag should get a premiership medal on grand final day? Love the podcast. Thanks guys.
Mate, what a question.
What a great question,
One of the best
Oliver.
ones.
I reckon we should start every week. We need to, or maybe every month or something, like a question of the month, and then we send that person a prize on Instagram.
Great call.
MJ, thoughts?
Yep.
'Cause
yeah, thumbs up.
that's the winner. That's well done, Oliver.
Yep.
Love it.
Awesome. We'll send something out to Oliver. I reckon.
Reese's was pretty good as well, to be fair.
Reese's was good.
Reese's wasn't bad, but I just really liked Oliver's
Yeah.
one.
Man, what do you think about the?
It's a great
idea?
question. Whoa.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think so for sure.
Yeah.
So you reckon so 3 games?
3 or more?
I reckon everyone.
1 or more? Yeah.
I reckon everyone.
It's tough, isn't it?
It is weird.
We're the only sport, aren't we?
'Cause I'm not sure
Yeah.
that.
What do they do
I
in the
reckon if
NRL?
you-
I think everyone gets a ring in the NRL, but I
Yeah.
could be wrong.
But
They-
why don't we? Like,
Does
Yeah.
it rub off the pristine fraction then?
I don't think
Yeah.
you care that much if you're winning a flag.
Yeah, you wouldn't care if you were the 45th bloke on the list. And
You still know you didn't play in the game, but at least you know.
I
The ring
don't-
isn't for one game. The ring is for the
Yeah.
whole year, or the medals for the whole year's
I
work,
don't reckon
not
you
one
wouldn't
game.
feel
Yeah.
the same. You're not going to sit there saying you're a premiership player.
Yeah. It still wouldn't feel the same, but
Yeah.
I think recognition would be nice.
Yeah, I'm big on that. It's not for one day's work. It's for
No, I completely agree that it's a squad. It's a squad that gets you the
Yeah.
what's fact it is.
grand
Yeah.
final. But it's like I'm not sure where you cross the line or cut the line off. in
Well, you
terms
think
of
that
who gets the medal? or
going
not.
forward, there's still the premiership team. You know, you're in all the merchandise and memorabilia. Like that's your part of it, and you know your special group. But I don't know. I feel like it's time we
I wonder if it
give
would.
that
If
consideration.
some players would lose motivation because, like, I reckon deep down somewhere, like there is motivation to be part of like a premiership team.
Mm.
And if you knew that you get a medal either way, does that diminish motivation a fraction? I don't know.
What do you reckon, Will?
I don't think it would diminish motivation. I think being part of the 23 would still be the pinnacle. But I just think it'd be nice, like just from a perspective of a Lions fan, seeing Will Ashcroft go down after all
Yeah.
he's put in this year.
Yeah.
The Lions were to go on and win. I don't know. I feel like that kind of thing. Or just being a depth player, just someone who's filled in 3 times.
How would you do it though? You know, in the NBA and NFL, it's months later they do a ring night or whatever, like where
Yeah.
they do it properly. They're not on the day of the match.
Mm.
I wonder how that would work if we went down that path.
Yeah.
You
Just
wouldn't
like-
get 45 on the because then half the guys would be in their kits, half the guys would be in their suits. Sort of
Yeah.
thing,
Before round 1, unfurling the flag or something.
but
and
yeah,
just
that's not a bad shout.
in
Then
front
it's
of the
like-
crowd.
Sure, guys that have won a flag would say like wearing your premiership medal out for the celebrations, like one of
Yeah.
the best parts of it. Like,
You're a rock
Yeah.
star.
yeah,
It's a tough one. There's no correct answer, but what a great question.
yeah.
Oliver.
Thanks,
Well,
Ollie.
Ollie.
Well done. Oh,
Oh,
and
yeah, please.
Yeah, we'll hear the Waves voice.
Each of the voices, I go through.
Right. Turn right. Turn left on Ledborough Lane. In 800 feet. Turn right on Wilton Road.
It's very similar to Siri.
Is there the guy? There's a guy who does it, and he's a lot more enthusiastic than that.
Right.
He's like, turn left.
He's not singing it. He's not singing
No, he sings it. That's the whole point of it. Yeah, that's what he does.
I don't know.
That's your homework, MJ, for DM's episode. We'll
I
play
don't know if we'll find that in time, but it's a good bit of
I
homework.
promise you.
All right.
Good work, lads.
Good episode, gents. DMs next week.
Bunny, thanks for coming in, pal. Good work.
Thanks, Bun.
Well done, Bunny.
Good boy.
Best on.
Been well behaved, eh?
3 votes.
Very good.
Nice.
Good man. All right. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, lads.